What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Sportacular here with a new video, and we are back with Hot Topics episode 3 here on a lovely Thursday. Make sure you subscribe and turn on them noties because we taking off in 2024, baby. Hit that like button and comment how you feel about these topics that I'm about to talk about. So, without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright. First hot topic I want to talk about is the hiring of Denard Wilson. I love the hiring. I made a short about this earlier. Make sure you go check that out. As the Tennessee Titans do it again. Do it again, dog. They do it again. This isn't just let me put on my Oilers hat. I'm tripping. Put on my Oilers hat. This is not just some, we're going to keep Shane Bowen. No, this team is for real. This team is for real. They went out and got the guy who had the number one passing defense in 2022 with the Eagles and the number one passing defense with the Ravens. And this year, just incredible hire for the Tennessee Titans. Absolutely incredible. I like the hiring, man. If I had to rate the hiring 1 through 10, I'm going to give it about an 8 as of right now. Have to see what he can do. If he could turn around the secondary, that's why I like the hiring so much, because the Titans have had a really bad secondary for years, and I just think it's time to finally get someone who can come in here and make this team different. This team needs difference makers, obviously, but they need difference makers on this coaching staff. Brian Callahan is already cooking, and he's only been here for not even a week? I think he's only been here 1 week, and he's already making moves. I think the only thing we have to worry about right now is offensive coordinator, but and some other here and there hirings, like the offensive line coach finally got fired. But this dude is making moves in his first week as coach. That's crazy. To get Denard Wilson, a guy who was the top candidate on the market as in terms of being a defensive coordinator, this is huge for the Tennessee Titans. And I said this in my car video. I said, I want some dogs on this team. Not only for the roster, but this coaching staff needs dogs. This coaching staff has to have dogs on it too. This coaching staff has to have dogs. So that way you can make the players dogs. And that is just impressive to me. That's impressive to me. I love the hiring of Denard Wilson. I can't wait for next season already. The only thing that we really need to worry about is OC, and the rest are just there. Terrell Williams took a job with the Lions, I believe, so now we have an issue there, but it'll get solved. I believe in Rand and Callahan and Amy and all of them. So that's my first hot topic. Love the hiring of Denard Wilson. The next hot topic I want to dive into is this narrative of Mike Vrabel. How he's such a good coach that anybody would hire him, then the Titans are stupid for letting him go. Well, here's what I'll tell you. The Titans are not stupid for letting Mike Vrabel go. And if he's such a good coach that he's going to get hired somewhere else, how come not even the worst team in the NFL wanted him as a head coach? I'm listening national media. I'm listening local media. How come the worst team in the NFL didn't want him? How come Seattle didn't want him? How come the Commanders didn't want him? How come those teams didn't want him if he's such a good coach that he's going to get hired on somewhere else? Because those organizations know that Mike Vrabel's been losing the past 2 years. And I didn't mean to get loud. I got neighbors. I need to chill. But they know that Mike Vrabel's been losing. The organizations are looking for guys who come from winning teams. A guy from Tampa Bay, I forgot the dude's name already. I think he was like their OC or something like that, or their quarterback's coach, went and took the head coaching job at Carolina. They passed on Mike Vrabel. Seattle just hired Mike McDonald as their head coach. They passed on Mike Vrabel. Washington today, an hour before this recording. Well, it might be a little later as it does take a while to upload this video, but they hired Dan Quinn over Mike Vrabel. And in my opinion, that was a panic hire because they couldn't hire Ben Johnson. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. So if those organizations didn't want Mike Vrabel, then what makes you think any other team is going to want Mike Vrabel? If he's such a good coach. If he's such a good coach, dude, why didn't he get hired as a coach somewhere else, dude? Undisputed and those shows saying that, oh, well, Brian Callahan, I don't know about this hire. I don't know about this hire. I'm just like, come on, dog, really? Skip Bayless is like, I just don't know about this hire. I'm just gonna go cry in my car that the Dallas Cowboys are not gonna win a Super Bowl soon. And Keyshawn's like, oh man, I just don't know about this hire, man. I think it's racist because Eric Bieniemy didn't get a job. Did you not know Ray Carthon is black? Did you not know that Ray Carthon actually helped build that 49ers roster that is in the Super Bowl right now? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? No, because the national media doesn't take a deep dive into these teams. They just go off of opinion. And I do too. I go off of my opinions too. But if you're going to use racism as a crutch for why the Titans hired Brian Callahan, you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my family member. I don't care if you're my friend. If you make that statement as to why the Titans didn't hire Eric Bieniemy as a coach, then get the fuck out my face. Because I ain't got time to talk to you. You talking nonsense. You just talking out your ass. I like Keyshawn Johnson, but that right there just really pissed me off that day. Just really pissed me off that day. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. And, you know, Mike Vrabel, I'll give you this. He was a good coach for us, but he didn't deliver when it counted, bro. He didn't deliver when it mattered. I know Ryan Tannehill threw away those games, but Mike Vrabel didn't make adjustments either to the game plan or the script. He didn't make adjustments. We need a coach that can make adjustments on the fly. He can't do it, bro. And that's why these teams are looking the other way when they're interviewing Mike Vrabel. They're like, oh, this guy. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. The Patriot way is over. It's over. It's over. Nobody's going to want somebody. Well, the Harbaughs are probably the ones who are going to be in the roster control. As far as Jim, he's going to be controlling that roster. But, I mean, come on. The Belichick era, the whole Bill O'Brien controlling the team, the Patriot way is dead. Nobody wants that anymore. Everybody's looking for a different place. Oh, and the Falcons too. The Falcons also passed on Mike Vrabel. I forgot they were in the running for a head coach too. And they hired Raheem Morris for the Rams over Mike Vrabel. And Belichick. There you go. There you go. It's a way to tell you guys the Patriot way is dead. It's over. It's over. But that's that hot topic. The next hot topic I want to dive into is Malik Neighbors versus Joe Alt and this whole debate on who's going to get picked at 7. Here's what I think. I think the Titans are actually going to shock us this year. I think the Titans are going to take Malik Neighbors if he's there. That's just what I think. I think that when you look at Brian Callahan, and he's going to be in control of the first round. I just think that he's going to take the playmaker over the biggest need. But that's just my opinion. This may not happen. I just think that they're going to twist our minds in this draft. I really do. I think that when you look at the Senior Bowl, there are going to be some really good, solid tackles in the second round, or you can trade back in the first and get one. You know, Powers Johnson is a center. I'd love to have him. I don't know if he's going to be there. He's been balling at the Senior Bowl, but I mean, it wouldn't be a bad fit for us. Aaron Brewer sucks. So, I mean, I'd love to have Powers Johnson on this team. I really think that the Titans are just going to literally blow our minds in the draft this year. I really think that they're gonna make a move that is gonna be crazy. I think this is the year that you can make a crazy move like this, and this guy right here, I think he's gonna make that crazy move. I do think he's gonna do that. As far as the second round, you can either trade back in the first if you got the capital to do it, and I think in the second round, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. With Denard Wilson being the defensive coordinator, I would hope that they're going to pay someone this offseason to come in and play corner like like Snead. I really want Snead. Snead from Casey would be crazy if we could find a way to get him here. There's other players on the market, but Snead is the one that points out to me. I would like to have Snead on this roster. That would just be crazy. That'd be crazy, dog. If we could find a way to get him on the Tennessee Titans in 2024, that would be crazy. But yeah, I mean, I think that the Titans are going to take the playmaker over the tackle, but that's just my opinion. If I sound crazy, then I sound crazy, but we don't know what they're going to do in the draft. We don't. But I do think that they're going to make a move to go get Neighbors if he's right there. And this might sound crazy, but I'd rather have Neighbors. Neighbors is just making catches that are just ridiculous, bro. I think that Neighbors is just... he's making NFL catches. Yeah, if you watch his tape, he has a lot of the times he has 2 feet in, and not just one, he has 2 in. It's 1 in college and 2 in the NFL, obviously. But I'm just saying, Malik Neighbors is making some NFL catches, dog. That would just be crazy if we could find a way to get him in the draft. I know protection is an issue, but look at the Bengals, man. They got Jamar Chase, and look at what happened with them. They went to a Super Bowl over picking Penei Sewell, who was one of the best left tackles. So it's a win-win situation for both teams. You get a top 5 receiver, and the Lions get one of the best tackles in the NFL. There you go. It was a win-win situation. I'm just saying, just because everybody is thinking left tackle doesn't mean the Titans are thinking left tackle. They could be thinking corner in the first round. I doubt that because we have an offensive-minded coach now. But with the Denard Wilson hire, who knows? We'll see. And this is my last hot topic. I'm going to keep this hot topics with Sportacular today kind of short. My last hot topic would be with Miss Amy Adams-Strunk. And a lot of people are saying that we need to owe an apology to Miss Amy. Here's my thing on it. She is trying to win. She is trying to win. But at the same time, I don't think anybody, except for the people who say you need to apologize, are going to apologize to Miss Amy until the Titans win a Super Bowl one day, or at least sniff one. You know, that's just the reality of it. You know, people are going to talk mad, crazy shit until the Titans do something, you know? That's just, it is what it is, you know? And I hate to be that guy. I think if you want my take, Miss Amy is doing a great job. I think she's doing a great job so far. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to be one of those people, oh, you need to apologize to Miss Amy, you need to do these. I'm like, okay, but until the Titans do something, we can't get that monkey off our back until we do something. So that's just my take on it. But Miss Amy is doing a good job. I will say she's off to a great start. Actually, she's off to a great start. But I mean, it's going to be crazy what happens this offseason. If Will Levis can just get the better coaching from Brian Callahan, as he is the quarterback whisperer, they say. So let's see what he can do with Will Levis. Can he make him like a Josh Allen type quarterback? Can he make him an even better quarterback than Josh Allen? Who knows? We'll have to see, but I can't wait to see what this team does next season. We don't know what the roster obviously looks like yet, but we'll see. Oh, and I'm tripping. This should be my last hot topic, speaking of roster. My thoughts on Derrick Henry. Here's my thoughts on Derrick Henry. I don't think he's coming back. I know. I just don't think he'll come back. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And Brian Callahan said he fits into any offense, so he's not opposed to keeping him. But I would like to keep Derrick Henry if the price is right. But it's his decision. And, you know, the whole speculation of him working out in Dallas, we don't know if he's going to Dallas. He can go to the Ravens if they let him. We don't know that. But I just think that he's at the point of his career where he needs to be thinking championship. And the Tennessee Titans, even though the roster is going to look different, even though that, you know, Will Levis might be a better player, I just don't think the Titans are quite there yet. They might make the playoffs. They might win a playoff game. But as far as Super Bowl, is concerned, I just don't know if they're going to, if they're quite there yet to win a Super Bowl. But that's just my take on it. And 1 second as I get a sip. Of this delicious body armor. This video is not sponsored, but sponsor me anyway, body armor. I just don't think that Derrick Henry is going to be back next year. I just don't think he's going to be back. I think that that speech, the whole, you know, it'd just be kind of odd for him to do all that just to come back next year. But that's just my take on it. I'd like to have him back if the price is right. And it would be kind of dope to see if he can break that record. You know, it would be kind of dope. But I think the Titans and Derrick Henry are going to have to negotiate and see if they can come to a deal. And if they can't, I mean, you can't get mad at Rand. You can't get mad at Amy, which I know there's going to be people who are going to get mad at them because literally, there are Titans fans out there that get mad at anything nowadays. But, I mean, it's his decision. He's a free agent. It's called a free agent for a reason. I think he's unrestricted, too. So, which means he can literally go anywhere he wants. So, who knows? Maybe Seattle. I don't know. I think they got that running back Penny out there, I believe. Or is it Walker? Walker, yeah, he's pretty solid. I don't know if they're going to make the move for Derrick Henry. But, Brian Callahan he's not bringing the same offense to Tennessee. He's not bringing that same offense, that whole run the football into a brick wall 30 times a game and see if it works. Like, he's not going to do that. We'll still run play action, I know that, but it's not going to be the same play action. We might run more RPO. We might run more vertical routes. We might run more slant routes. Who knows? But my thing is, Derrick Henry I just don't know if he'll be a Titan next year. I think he's thinking championship at this point in his career. That's why he made the speech. I just don't know, but it would be nice to have him back, but we'll just have to play the waiting game until the offseason, as he will make his decision. Who knows? But I'm going to end off by saying this, who I have winning the Super Bowl. I think that I have, in this game, if you were to give me the betting odds in this game, or if we were betting on the spread, I guess the odds are going to favor in KC because of Patrick Mahomes and those things. But San Fran and Kyle Shanahan lost to Patrick Mahomes once. They lost to him once already. And I think, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I think San Francisco might win this game. Just for the sheer fact that these teams faced off 4 years ago, and Kyle Shanahan is probably going to go in with a better game plan this time. And that team was young, guys. That team was young. Debo was only like 20, 21 years old back then. You know, Kittle was still pretty young. You know, they were young. I just don't think they were ready yet. And Jimmy G is just... he's an okay quarterback, but I think Brock Purdy, the ability to roll out of the pocket, you know, Garoppolo wasn't doing all that, so he was more of a stand there in the pocket type of player. But to be honest with you guys, I think that San Francisco is going to find a way to win this game. But we'll see. We'll see. And I'm taking San Francisco by 3. It's going to come down to the wire, and the final score will be 23-20 San Francisco. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Anyways, it's been your boy Sportacular. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And shout out to the new subscriber. I saw that the other day. Shout out to you as well. And tighten up, baby. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.